Welcome to the Bearded Bama Bushcrafter. Today I am working at one of my cousin's house, and today I'm going to clean up this maple, this Japanese maple. My cousin planted this thing probably about 20 years ago, and as you can see, this maple has grown up onto the house. My plan is to remove this limb. He's talking about cutting it down and removing it completely. But what I'm thinking about doing is just pruning that limb off and clean it up a little bit. And then we'll see how it looks. Just get it up off the house. So let's see how this works out. All right, I'm on the other side of the tree and you can see how it's grown. The funny thing about it, my cousin's real good with horticulture, and he told me after he planted, he realized he shouldn't have planted this tree here, but it accents the corner of the house nicely. It's just a proper example of a plant that grows too big up against the structure. This happens a lot in landscaping. It's a beautiful little Japanese maple. I am not sure what variety it is, but check out how pretty it is. Look at this green. The leaves are real nice. I'll have to find out what variety this is. There are so many Japanese maples. But I told him to let me prune this limb off before we remove the whole tree, and I think he'll be happy with it. All right, so I'm gonna start working on cutting this limb back. I'm gonna do this with a handsaw right now and just do little sections of it at a time. This might be a coral. No, I'm not sure. Sure is pretty. But we've got a lot of work. Been working around here on the back. These beds have overgrown. He's not able to do it right now, so I told him I'd give him a hand. And it is nice. This is going to be some wood here for hopefully doing some carving or something. Maple makes some beautiful wood. Boy, that opened up a lot of sunlight. Let's step back and take a look at it. Look how much that opened that up just for that one limb. I'm gonna remove all the way down to this branch collar right here. So, already looking good, just that one cut. Voila. Do some light pruning right in here. I'm gonna tell you what, these little Corona folding saws, thing cuts almost like a chainsaw. For a hand tool, it made light work of that limb. Look how thick it is. All right, I'm gonna pull these limbs out. All right, let's step back and look how much it opened that area. There's just a few more smaller limbs. Boy, that's good cardio right there. Time for the lobbing shears. And shoot, I ain't been working on this thing 10 minutes. So we're gonna see. I think it's gonna look nice. Very nice. Okay, let's step back. The sun's gonna be kind of got a little area to clean up. Let's see, get right here in the shade. All right, see this kind of walkways right here. If you can see, that was probably a little fast. But if you look, the walkway is blocked. So we'll take those limbs off. But look at that. That is nice. Look how pretty that wood is. White. Pretty color. I have a nice chunk for carving something. Gotta be careful. There's wasps out here like crazy. I got popped. Not too long ago I was working in a bed on the back side of the house and cutting some little saplings out, and a wasp had made a nest in it. Whew, hurt. Little tree pruning 101. If you'll look here, you can see where the branch, you've got this collar. Hope that's showing up good. But you want to cut here, and it'll heal over. There's a lot of growth hormones in here, and this will heal over real nice. Cut it back too close, you can damage the tree. But right here in this little collar, and I always like to do an undercut, and then I cut it down from the top. Alright, the thing with these trees or any type of shrubbery or plant goes up against the house. Ants especially love to traverse up and over, and they find ways into your house. Plus the limbs on top of the house, it's not good for your roofing shingles. It allows a lot of moisture to build up. This old house is completely made of wood, and woodpeckers love it. But if you look how this has opened up, man, it has really opened it up. Pretty much everything is off the house. I want to remove a couple of smaller limbs here, and it looks better. It looks much better. I'll walk around. It really brought some light in that. Let's look at this pathway over here. It has really opened up. Ta-da! Just a little maintenance. Landscape maintenance. That's all it takes. Another good rule of when you're pruning is always step back as you make a cut and look at it. Notice something here. Whenever you're pruning, let's see if I can get this in here, and you see limbs that are crossing like this right here, it's always good to remove one of these limbs. Now I've just got to decide which of the two. Probably going to do this one because it's growing up on top. And just cut it right here. So we'll see how this works. It's always good to remove any dead limbs that you come across. Alright, the tree is completely off the house now. Maybe one more right there. That's close. It's getting into the fall of the year. Summertime's winding down, so trees will be going dormant here in another month or two. They'll start slowing down. Started noticing some leaf change. That chlorophyll is drying out. The old timers used to call it trees are getting tired. Colors start coming in and they start shedding those leaves. Looking forward to it. It's been hot. But it's been hot because we're in South Alabama. Alright, well I think I'm going to call that a day as far as this tree is concerned. Made some good cuts. And really opened this area up. Can already feel a good breeze coming through there. It's going to be good circulation. Sunlight's going to hit this tree. And it's opened up this old, you can see the border. This was one of his old flower beds. It's looking good, looking good. Still a beautiful tree. So, I'm going to get on another bed and cut some stuff out. This is good work right here. I enjoy it. A lot of fun. Big, nice piece of maple right here. Might be able to get a little bowl or something carved out of here. It's a nice chunk. Always looking for stuff to whittle on. What's that? Slingshot? That song, I'm a Man of Constant Sorrows. I could rewrite it and call it I'm a Man of Unfinished Projects. I am a man of unfinished projects. I've got all these ideas I never do. Yeah, I know. Stick to my day job. Alright, well, this is what I've cut at my cousin's today. Got a load of debris. Hope y'all enjoyed what I shared with y'all. He's got a old historical building that he had moved on his property some years ago. The building's well over 100 years old, and I'm hoping to make a video, get up around it, explore it, and share it with y'all. I've got to unload that, and of course it'll be thrown onto this big pile of debris. That's about 20 years of debris right there. Kind of gives me a little block. So I've come down here to chill out at the shelter for a little bit. Been having to clean this up. Had a rather big something got in here. When I don't come, the heat keeps me away, but I've been making myself come down here. The more I stay down here, the keep the vagrants run off. The squirrels and the rats. Got some big wood rats that like to hang around. But I've got to do some cleaning up, get this place in order, and start doing some things down here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not following along, hit that subscription button. Hopefully going to make a new video about that old building. We'll see what we can do there. I think you guys would enjoy taking a little tour of that place. It's pretty cool. Alright guys, y'all take care. See ya.